Hi, everyone. Um, hello, everybody. We are on our day 22 of our 40 Days of Hope, and I would like to talk about coming back into social life. I did mention about our zones of trust, and that can have an impact to our social life. The other part is there were times where we've had to self isolate during COVID-19, but since a lot of research has been done, they are planning to take off the isolation unless another COVID-19 variant does come up to become a concern in our area. I know that there has been very high cases of COVID-19 in uh, Ukraine, Germany, and Holland recently. As for Canada, everybody hopes that it's not going to get that bad. But as time comes to pass, we are going to see how things are going to turn out. Now, when it comes to coming back to social life, I do like the idea of coming back to social life. I think we all like coming back to social life. Social life is fun, it's enjoyable, it makes us feel good. We get this feeling that we could be around people. Many people have practiced with the coming back to social life through coming to church and coming and the schools reopening. It is something we all look forward to. For me, it is overwhelming and it is hard to come back into social life. As much as people question if this is a good idea or not, I can honestly say it is a really good idea to come into social life. Even if you're not the most liked person in the world, it's still a good idea to go into social life. At least to find somebody to talk to. I've thought about many things before, and I've asked myself if some of the things I want to do in the future are worth it. I found yes, they are. The courses are worth it because the more courses and programs you take in school, the more career options you have. The more career options can put you into a opportunity, and finding a job will be a lot easier on top of the fact of getting easier paycheck. If you don't get the education, you end up working in the restaurants, and that's you could decide if working in the restaurants is fun or not. But with the education, you have options for more places. So if you are in social work or in the if you're in social work or uh, public relations, social work, and ECE, you could actually work for a church and a church could pay you. When it comes to having education in video productions, the video productions can give you opportunities to take video shoots. And if you go into if you go into university, you might get the opportunity to teach in the future, and if you get a bachelor's, you might go into a master's. So there's a lot of reinforcements that can bring you forth to education, which makes education worth it, even if it doesn't make sense in the moment. The other question is the project center worth it? There has been a million things going into my head. And I may have the big ideas, but a project or a business only grows by the amount of support. So I've prayed about it, found that it's wise to start with one and to work with one. As I work with one and start with one, then I would know if my skills apply, and when I have the performance of holding responsibility. When that goes well, then I can move on into another. If another variant comes and another lockdown has to happen, I hope you guys see my video and take a few things to heart. Some of the things we can remember is we can keep in touch with our friends and family. Also, to not be afraid to make new friends. New friends will be worth it, depending on if you can trust the people. But there's many people who are trustworthy enough that we can make friends with them. The other things to think about is even asking your clubs and your church on how to be better involved during another lockdown. And another thing I'd like to mention when lockdown happens, some people have done it. This is called going through the whole Bible and choosing a ministry to follow every day when a lockdown is occurring. Nobody wants a lockdown, but the best structured lockdowns is through following a ministry, living word. So, for an example, following David Jeremiah, which some people do. Some people listen to some of the tracks from Billy Graham, but some of us know what has happened. And another thing, other options would be going through the Bible, Following an online church. Some online churches are occurring, and other online churches are trying to meet in person. But that might change if another lockdown occurs. So then, if it happens, they will reopen their online church. Thank you guys for seeing my video. And if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments.